Hi there, my name is Sam from Words.com and welcome to a new comparison video between the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra and the Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max. We are comparing both phones in terms of display, performance, camera, design and battery life. Stay tuned and find out which phone is in our opinion the better phone. Before going ahead and start this comparison, we would like you to know that we are going to do a big giveaway. For more details, watch till the end of the video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's start straight away with our review. Let the facts speak. Display. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra has a 6.8-inch display with a 1440p resolution. It is fitted with an OLED screen which does a fantastic job. The S21 Ultra measures 17.3 cm diagonally with a pixel density of 515 ppi. The display has an impressive 120Hz refresh rate with a Quad HD resolution, and it is also downgrading the rate when it's not in use to reduce power consumption. It seems like Samsung finally listened to their customers and upgraded the S21 Ultra with a 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, which is finally capable of having the highest refresh rate with the highest resolution. Next up, the display of the iPhone. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has a 6.7-inch display with a 1284p resolution. The 6.7-inch display therefore measures 17 cm diagonally with a pixel density of 458 ppi. The iPhone's OLED screen creates as usual very natural colors. The refresh rate on the iPhone 12 Pro Max is 60 Hz. So, since Apple didn't see the need to upgrade the latest phone with 120Hz refresh rate capability, it is no wonder that the Galaxy S20 Ultra, which improved even that by finally having it with the highest resolution, won again in this comparison. It even has a higher resolution and pixel density and a slightly bigger screen. Yep, the Galaxy S20 Ultra clearly takes home this win. Camera. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra has 4 main cameras. An ultra-wide with 12 megapixel, a wide angle with 108 megapixel and 2 telephoto cameras with 10 megapixel. The front camera's resolution is 40 megapixel. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra records 8K videos at a maximum of 24 frames per second. And of course it has image stabilization for video too. One more thing. Can you hear that? Well, this is a camera system. And this is actually normal. It will stop as soon as you put the phone in camera mode. When we first had the phone in our hands, we thought it was already broken. We had to Google it to find out that this is actually normal. So don't be afraid, it is just normal. So much for the specs of the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Let's now dive into the camera specs of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has a triple rear camera system. It features a 12 megapixel ultra-wide, a 12 megapixel wide and a 12 megapixel telephoto camera. The front's camera resolution is also 12 megapixel. The iPhone 12 Pro Max records 4K videos at a maximum of 60 frames per second. And of course it has image stabilization for video. The 12 Pro Max also has a sensor shift optical image stabilization for its wide-angle camera. Both phones have good camera systems, but which one is actually the better system? Let's take it to our camera test and let's find out which one does a better job. To test the cameras, we took pictures of a test chart in daylight and in nighttime conditions. Let's compare the results. Comparing the daylight pictures, the pictures on both look really sharp, with lots of details. The iPhone's pictures seem a little brighter, and zoomed in, we notice that the iPhone is sharper and has punchier colors. Pictures taken in nighttime conditions are brighter and have more grain on the iPhone, but also have more details. Samsung pictures look somehow washed out. In case of the front camera, both cameras take equally sharp images, but the iPhone seems a little softer. The 12 Pro Max has a 5-fold optical and a 12-fold digital zoom feature. The Galaxy on the other hand has a 10-fold optical, which is really good, and a 100-fold digital zoom feature. Okay, so far so good. Now let's switch from photo feature to the video feature, to find out which of these two phones takes better videos. What you can see and hear is the quality of Apple's iPhone 12 Pro Max video recording. We set it to the highest possible video quality. Let's see what the competitor sounds and looks like. What you see and hear is the quality of Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra's video recording. We set it to the highest possible quality. Let's see what the competitor sounds and looks like. The S21 Ultra is capable of recording in 8K, but that would have been too much cropped in. So we decided to do the video comparison on both in 4K. We think that the sound quality of the iPhone is better than that of the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Let's crop in a bit in post to see what that looks like. The iPhone seems to have problems with the colorful background. It messes up the white balance, which the S21 Ultra is clearly managing better. As you can see, both look pixelated when cropped in. but the iPhone 12 Pro Max still looks better than the Galaxy S21 Ultra. The iPhone does a better job in terms of sharpness. Both phones are able to shoot slow motion videos with up to 240 frames per second in HD mode, but the Galaxy S20 Ultra can also do 480 frames per second in 720p mode. And even super slow motion, which is digitally enhancing the video to 960 frames per second. The iPhone, thanks to a resolution of 4K, also produces first-class videos. With 240 frames per second in full HD mode, your slow motion videos are a go. It was very difficult to decide which camera is the best one in this comparison. We think that both have their pros and cons. It seems like Apple only puts in technology which is thought through and which the phone definitely can handle. Samsung, on the other hand, throws stuff in there just to have it, despite the fact that it might doesn't look as good. Samsung definitely improved the optical zoom, which came across really good, as you can see in this snapshot. We decided to give both phones a point in this category, since we think that none of them really outperformed the other. Performance. Since we are in Europe, this Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra model uses a Samsung Exynos 2100 chip with a new 5nm process technology. There are different versions with different storage capacities available. A 128GB and a 256GB with 12GB RAM, and a version with 512GB with 16GB of RAM, which is in use in this comparison. The storage capacity can unfortunately not be expanded anymore. Samsung now introduced the 5nm process technology in the newest phone. Since last year's Exynos was a way weaker option, they promised to improve its performance this year. Let's take a look at the iPhone. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is equipped with Apple's A14 Bionic chip. The phone has 6GB RAM and the individual models offer different storage capacities. 128, 256 and 512GB are available. Storage capacity unfortunately cannot be expanded as it is typically for Apple iPhone devices. So both phones work with their in-house produced processor, and both with the newest process technology. So let's take them into the Antutu benchmark test and the Geekbench 5 test to find out how they perform. The tests are divided into 3 phases: a performance test of the RAM, a test of how the device is handling 2-dimensional graphics, and an endurance test of how the device is handling 3D graphics. The second test is from Geekbench. This app will measure the performance of our smartphones in terms of CPU and GPU. Since the Antutu benchmark results are not comparable because of the different operating systems, we weighted the results of the Geekbench 5 test more in this conclusion. By the way, the iPhone scored a higher score in the Antutu benchmark test. Anyways, the iPhone scored a better result in the Geekbench 5 test, which led to take home the point in this category. Design. The Galaxy S20 Ultra comes across very sophisticated thanks to its matte finish. The quad camera system is as usual on the upper left corner on the back of the phone, but the bump seems like it is more connected to the front of the phone. It looks like as if the frame is wrapped around the upper left corner of the back. The bump itself really sticks out of the phone again, which makes that corner really thick. The smartphone weighs 227 grams. It is roughly 16.5 cm long, 7.56 cm wide and 0.89 cm deep. It has a USB-C connector and thanks to an IP68 rating, it is also water and dust resistant. The S20 uses face recognition technology and a fingerprint scanner which is built into the screen to unlock the phone. Samsung improved the fingerprint scanner by making it 1.77 times bigger and 2 times faster. It first seemed that Samsung would decrease the camera bump on the S21 lineup, but that was not the case. Still, they used an overall different approach. Let's take a closer look at Apple's design. The iPhone 12 Pro Max has a glossy stainless steel frame and a matte glass finish on the back. Typically for Apple, it has a very high-end look and feel to it. The triple cameras are well positioned on the upper left corner on the back of the phone. The smartphone weighs 228 grams. It's roughly 16 cm long, 7.81 cm wide and 0.74 cm deep. It uses Apple's Lightning connector and is IP68 rated, so it's water and dust resistant. And it is supposed to be 4 times more drop resistant than previous models. The iPhone uses face recognition technology to unlock the phone. The Face ID as usual works perfect at daylight and also good in a weak light environment. This S20 Ultra version has a similar rainbow matte but somehow shiny finish as the Huawei Mate 40 Pro, which we really liked. But we think that the camera bump is still way too heavy on this phone. They tried to implement it more organically into the design, and it seems as if they purposely let the system still stick out of the phone. Otherwise we have no explanation for that. We actually don't get it, why would you do that to a phone? So the iPhone once again wins this category, because in our opinion this phone is just the overall better looking phone. But as you know, this is our subjective opinion. You might disagree with us. Let us know in the comments below if you like the new design of the Samsung. Do you like it more? We'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to tell us why. Battery. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, when fully charged, has around 5000 mAh. On the other hand, the iPhone when fully charged has only around 3687 mAh. In terms of capacity, the S21 Ultra should last longer. Let us find out whether that's really the case in our day-to-day usage test. The Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max failed again in this category. The Galaxy S21 Ultra's way bigger battery helps it to last longer. But once again, both phones got through a full day of normal usage. It always depends on the way you use the phone and the settings you use it in. Conclusion. Before we start the conclusion, let's talk about our giveaway. As we are still a small channel, but we experienced in our opinion a great growth over the last couple months, with tons of support from you guys, we really wanted to thank you for that. Therefore, we decided to give you the chance to win these Sony headphones. To take part in this giveaway, click on the link in the description of this video. But before you do that, write a comment and tell us why you think you deserve to get these headphones. And be sure to follow us on Instagram. If you'd like to have more giveaways like that, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Now let's finally find out who the winner is in this video comparison. Let us count the points. The display category clearly won the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. The second point went to the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The Samsung was strong, but the 12 Pro Max was stronger. In terms of the camera system, we decided to call it a draw, because both phones had their pros and cons. The point for the better looking phone went to the iPhone again. We liked its design more than that of the S21 Ultras. And as you know, Apple made a bad choice by putting a small battery into their newest lineup. The S21 Ultra lasted longer due to its huge battery and the new technology that Samsung put into their newest phones. So altogether, both phones get 3 points. Therefore, we have to call it a draw. So in the end, we think that it is a decision based on personal preferences which operating you want to use, iOS or Android. Naturally, we review more than these 5 categories covered here. If you want to see the full comparison, follow the link to our website. You can compare up to 7 different smartphones at versus.com. But before you do that, please post your comments and let us know which phone you think ranks first. If you liked our video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Till then, take care and see you soon.